Starting to the top left of the map with 2 SCVs heading to the front. We have the Terran player. It is
Complexity Heart.
He is aggressive. He is the villain. He loves his all-ins, and we are going to see one this game.
We definitely will. And of course, it's going to be the big question. Will his opponent be able to prevent it? Starting to the bottom right, starting for LGIM, one of the oldest pro gamers in Korea, the creator of the universe. Up 1 game, it is
I am NesTea.
And this guy is a multi-time GSL champion. Look at those stars on his chest. There is an award named after him, and usually that happens after you're like old and retired. And he's like, well, you know, whatever, I'm just going to keep playing this game and beating everybody and keep winning GSLs.
And now we have him with a very early gas. Look at this build that he is executing here. Hard, this is the worst case scenario for you. NesTea is not going for a 15 edge. No, he is going for an early gas and pool. He will have the gas for speed. He doesn't see the... That is the only thing.
That is the closest thing I have ever seen to an Overlord, seeing that it's insanely close.
But you know, this is the only thing that is working well for Hard now.
Yep.
And this is... I'm not sure what Hard is going to do, because the big problem for him is if you open up with an 11-11, you kind of hope that your opponent doesn't get the speed early, that he doesn't get an early pull. You don't want to face Zerglings and Queens, and you don't want to face speed. And there it is.
This is what we're going to, I think, see. He's going to kill the neutral depot and try to wall. I've seen this before, and he could actually just put a bunker here like this, but trying to wall NesTea in would be really effective, but it's too late. And now there's so many Lings out. Even though he's so close to the proxy, he didn't rally his Marines. His Marines weren't rallied.
So many Marines are now on the way, and NesTea knows what's going on. The speed upgrade is on its way, though.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you know, the Zerglings actually, NesTea is not, he's not toying around here. He's going straight to the top left. He wants to see if there's an opening, if he can actually get into his opponent's main base. And Hard called down extra supplies for this strategy.
Yeah, he did, and there's no wall off whatsoever. This is a very aggressive strategy by Hard. He has the extra Marines with that extra money he used on the supply depot. He seems a little bit indecisive on what to do, and he doesn't wall off, he doesn't kill the depot.
At the top left, the Zerglings entering the main base of Hard. Hard is in...
Especially when speed finishes, he's going to be in trouble. The Queen, he has to keep it alive. He needs to kite with it. He needs to pull it back.
There are 2 Queens. There is 10 more Zerglings being built. NesTea in the perfect position to take this game. He's moving with the links that he has. And
speed
there
is
are
done.
10 additional Zerglings. Just a second. With speed, he pulls back the drones. He saves his economy. NesTea, he is going for this. I cannot believe it. Such a great opening for him. This is the best case scenario.
Yeah.
This is a build order win.
This is a build order win indeed. The Marines are surrounded. The last of them fall. NesTea does not have a hatch, but he has destroyed everything that Hart once held dear in this game. He leaves the Ling in the main base stationary, now goes to attack with it. He's running across the map. Hart cannot make any more Marines at these barracks. They'll be surrounded and killed if he wants to kill him. Looks like he wants to go for the counterattack instead. Hart doesn't have enough minerals to wall at the top of this ramp.
He cannot wall. The Lings have speed, and yes, those Marines can try to take down a Ling or 2, but this is not going to matter anymore. Hart is going to lose this game. NesTea is going to advance to the second round of Korea. The Zerg player rallies his Zerglings across the map.
GG! Sometimes you take a risk, and sometimes you get hit by NesTea.
He throws his earphones in the corner.
Yeah, he did it. Very happy NesTea, and Hart, on the other hand, is actually out of this tournament. He will have to requalify next season.
A build order win for NesTea. He goes one base play against his opponent. The 11-11 by Hart doesn't stand a chance. As soon as speed is done, he kills him outright. And the strategy that Hart chose was a very strong one. If you go for the extra supply, you can skip one of the depots, you can head straight into those Marines, and it is really, really dangerous. But NesTea, he was so ready. Even when Hart entered his main base, he pulled the drones away, just waiting for the Zerglings for the second Queen. It's like, buddy, I only have to wait a little bit. I know that you don't stand a chance.
Yeah, that was just no mistakes by NesTea. Hart seems like when he got there, he was so certain there was going to be a hatchery first. He made his bunker like next to where the hatchery would be, But there was no hatchery there. They didn't kill. If he has that many Marines because he did the call on supply, he can kill and neutral the build. Maybe try to wall at the bottom. We've seen players do this in the past, but
how often do you see this one base build von Zerg these days?
I mean, pretty much never. Actually, I just saw it today, and that's I think the only time I've seen it in the past few weeks or months even.
100 CVTs and 99% of them will start with a 15 hatch.
Yeah, Losira is like the only other person who does this, and he's the teammate of NesTea, and he actually was able to hold even with the double bunker at the bottom of his ramp in the previous day of Code A. NesTea just walked over Heart in that game, quite literally walked into his main base and killed him. He was heartless. You are on top of the Hearts today. When you do that, I'm like, all right, yeah, I want to follow up. And I'm like, I can't. I'm not as good as Calder at this. You owned me there.
You mean at the bad jokes?
No, the good jokes, man. The good ones. Let's take a look at today's results, of course, starting with the earlier session.
Here we have Young with a 2-0 against Tail Center, taking out Seed. Alive lost to Flying, and Mini lost to Yonghwa. At least one of the GIM player was able to advance in the earlier group. After Seed, the former champion, is dropped down to Code B.
Yep, and of course, Taeja taking out Dark early on 2-0. A pretty close series, though. Squirtle knocks down Mia. Shine with a pretty nail-biting series up against Zhangbi. And last but not least, NesTea holds the very forward 2 racks in game number 2 to 2-0 Complexity's Heart, knocking him out of the GSL.
Really well done, and of course we have another round of Code A, where JYP is going to face Noblesse. Bomber has to deal with Classic. The Terminator is up against Beyond, and Trap has to face ASD.
Yep,
that is only the morning session.
Yeah, that's just in the morning. Now up in the nighttime, we've got Baby up against Brain, formerly known as Mentalist. We have Teamless MMA up against Byo. Rain then faces MVP Dream, dropping down from Codes after his forfeit spot. And then last but not least, Flash up against Brave for a Terran vs. Protoss.
Really exciting matches that we are going to see next here at Code A. This is going to be good. And yeah, this kind of concludes it for today.
Yeah, it's been a crazy day for us. We actually just finished casting at BWC, got on a plane very early this morning, got here, we cast all day, and now we will see you guys again
tomorrow, by the way. Sorry, before we head out, we have Code S. We have Creator Prime versus Hyun, and we have Ryang versus Marine King. This is going to be really exciting. We are going to definitely be in the studio, but of course, casting for you tomorrow is going to be Dan and Nick Tastes and Artosis. And yeah, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the show today. Definitely tune in tomorrow. Make sure that you add the 2 of us on Twitter, at Proxwolf, myself at Caldor, and we'll see you soon at the GSL Code A, and of course at the weekend with the GSTL semifinals. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.